We're on the inside of the coach now. We're going to go over a couple things that you need to know. At least locations and things. You have a TV lift here. This is going to be the switch for it. Below that, you have light switches. They're just touch. Light to the touch. Okay. And they're dimmers. So when you want to dim, you're going to push and hold, and you're going to notice them dimming. And then you turn them off, turn it back on, touch it again, and it's going to come back up. Same with this one. Okay. Over in here, you're going to find your radio in here. Okay. Power. It's 12-volt radio, obviously going with that. Push it off for the zones.
Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low 59.
Okay.
Friday,
Turn it back off.
morning,
You push this for the zones to change the speaker settings. Obviously, the interior is going to be right here. Remotes. You're going to have TV remote. You're going to have a fireplace remote. Remember this. Anytime you're using any of this, flame setting, heat, timer, different things you're using, it's going to show a display on here. Okay. These remotes are going to be located up here. We're going to go this way now. Over here, you have some controls for the seats. You need to be hooked up to 110 power for any of these controls to work. And as you can notice, you have little extenders here for little tables. This is a proper place to store them for travel. Once they're out, then you can put them in. And what they do is just lock down into place, and they're removable. So once they're down and locked into place, then you can lift them back up and they come back out. Push it down, that's where you want them. Turn it around, we got a thermostat. This is going to be for the air conditioner up front. You're going to push, activates, push again. You're going to start cycling through the modes just by pushing this mode. Okay. Once you get so far and you want to change it, obviously we're going to come up from 33 degrees for your air conditioner and leave it somewhere around 60 for now. Push it again, you can change, and then you're back to off. This one does not control any of the heat, just the air conditioner in the living space. Right here, we have a lot of your controls, and you can see you can have start and stop for your generator, water heater, gas and electric, water pump. You can use both gas and electric depending on how much hot water you're using at the time. You have tank heater pads on each holding tank, fresh, gray, and black. Turn those on in case you're worried about them freezing for some reason. Maybe you're traveling through a cold state, getting down south. Battery levels, fresh tank levels, black 1, black 2, gray 1, gray 2. That's how that works there. Front awning, slides, rear awning, slides. You have different areas which one controls which. Okay, as you bring them in and out, this is your hydraulic ones. This is going to operate 2 slides at one time. Other than that, the rest are all individually controlled slides. The 2 in the front and then the 1 in the rear of the bedroom. Porch light, awning light, interior light, everything's all marked. Anytime you're working any of these switches, if you weren't sure it's out the whole way, don't hold it. Just give it a couple touches and that'll be done. I'm going to shut these off so that you can actually see, but there are 3 switches under here that activate different lights around the coach. You're just going to have to turn them on to figure out which ones as they go. Refrigerator's here. What you're going to do is turn it on. You're going to see 9 is the setting right now, and you're going to see over here, that's your auto setting. As long as they're filled in black, that's your setting. Right now, it just automatically kicked from electric to gas because we're not hooked up to power at the moment. We're going to do it again. That's strictly electric, and it immediately starts beeping because it knows it doesn't have any power. Push it again, and it's going to try to light on gas. Switch back to auto, and there you go. This setting changes your cold setting for your refrigerator. Reaching in, pulling open. You're going to notice whenever it originally starts up, you're going to hear a fan start running. That's normal. Slides. Make sure if you ever open this fridge and this pops open, make sure you don't try to close it because it will not close. It can be used as a way to keep them from mildewing from storage, but don't forget to make sure that these are fully latched before traveling again. Same thing goes with the top. Just open. Okay. And we're going to put your plate into the microwave and different things like that. You can hear a fan up there as well, and that's normal for the operation. Then we're going to turn it off. Push and hold, everything shuts down. coming to the range here, you're going to turn it to the flame. Okay. You want to push and hold in on that. Push the igniter. If you just release too soon, it's going to go right back out. You're going to push and hold, let it light. Wait a couple seconds so that the thermocouple starts to feel the heat. Once it's on that, then it will stay lit. Turn it back off. The oven's completely separated as opposed to other units. You do have a little timer for it, which basically is here. Okay. And then you have your settings here. Now, you turn this, you're going to turn it on. There's a little igniter here. You're going to push, and it's going to start to tick. That's how you light the oven. Once you go, and then you're ready to select the temperature setting. Turn it off. Open the oven. The only way that the light comes on is if you're running it like that. Okay. Over here you have a light switch that controls some LED lights around the coach. As you notice, this is lit in here. There is some lighting, and the switch is going to be over underneath the microwave over here. Light above you is right here. And now we're going to talk about the microwave. The microwave has the exhaust fan and the light inside of it now. So when you want an exhaust or a light that's running out here over top, if you're dry camping, it will not work. You would need some power. You would need the generator running something in order to use the fan or the light inside, as opposed to the old ranges. You have a max air fan, which is directly located above the range here. On this control, you're going to push fan on to turn it on. It's going to open and the fan's going to come on. Push it a couple more times to select your desired setting, and that's just fan speed. You're going to push fan off whenever the time comes. And that will close the vent and turn off the fan. There's a switch in here. There's also a max fan located in the bathroom on here on the wall. We don't really fit in there to get a video of that. And we're going to go upstairs. Throughout near both steps, you're going to have a light. Okay, these are strictly motion sensor lights. They will shut off eventually, but as soon as it starts to sense movement, that little light's going to kick on. Now, there is a thermostat over here on the wall, located right here. Okay, now this one operates the same as the one before. The only thing it has extra is as you go, you're going to notice that it has the heat control here. And that operates the same. You just select your temperature and it will run. Hit it one more time so it says off and you turn it off. Again, you're going to find light switches throughout the coach. Coming this way to the bathroom, there's only a couple more things to go over. In here you got a couple switches. Now, halfway down on the pedal of this toilet adds water to the bowl. All the way down, it's flush. There is lighting in behind this mirror, in case you were wondering. Now the fan in here is actually different than the others. You're going to lift up on this, push the switch, and that's what turns the fan on. Push the switch again, fan off, and close. Always making sure that your glass doors for your shower are latched in place anytime